Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, make sure to subscribe because the bills will pay for themselves to help us this out. I want to start off this video by saying this is the most decent looking my hair has been in such a long time. Mainly because it's gotten to the point where it's just a little too long. I definitely am going to go get it cut and re-dyed hopefully next week if my schedule isn't too busy. But we are not here to talk about my schedule, we are here to talk about a ton of other things. This is the first video I am filming in 2020. Yes, I have uploaded 2 videos already this year, but they were filmed in 2019. This is the first video that I am uploading and filming in 2020, and I pray to God, if everything goes well today, there is the strong possibility that there is possibly 3 videos up on my channel today, which is crazy. I know it is very, very crazy. But a lot is happening right now. I mean, we've got this video, Selena Gomez is coming out with a record and I want to review it. Poppy is coming out with her highly anticipated I Disagree record. Hopefully those 2 reviews are on my channel right now as well. You can go check them out if they are. And if they aren't, well, you can slap me across the face when you see me in person. But today I definitely want to talk about what my 2020 looks like in terms of my YouTube channel and a lot of other things. I know I addressed it a little bit on my Instagram and Twitter with my end of year note, but I know that not everyone has an Instagram or a Twitter, so I'd rather do it in video form as well for you who don't follow me on my social medias. And if you don't, here's my Twitter, here's my Instagram. Go follow them. I just want to say that 2019 was crazy. It definitely was very crazy. A lot of crazy things happened, both good and bad. I have something in my eye, but I'm not going to let that get in the way. A lot of crazy things happened in 2019, a lot of insane growths, a lot of insane lows, and also a lot of insane highs. You know, definitely a lot of great things happened last year, and this year I want it to be no exception. I definitely have a lot of plans for this year, for things I want to do, for things I want to create. And in terms of this YouTube channel, because this is going on my YouTube channel, I definitely want to do things a little bit more differently this year. I know I did things differently last year, but I'm ever evolving. I want to do things even more differently. This year, I want to create content that I'm genuinely proud of, and I definitely was able to accomplish that last year. A lot of the videos I uploaded, I was genuinely proud of, and I genuinely enjoyed making them, and I want to continue that streak this year and create consistent content that I genuinely feel so proud of, and that I feel so proud that it's out there on the internet with my name and my face on it, because I know that there are a lot of YouTubers out there who probably aren't as proud of the work they do online, yet they still do it because it gets some views and it gets some likes. Obviously that is not the case for me. I don't get many views and I don't get many likes, so I want to enjoy my time here, and I want to do some of the best content I've done, all in all, period. It's my 5th year on YouTube, which is so crazy to think that I've been already doing this for 5 years. I mean, it feels like a long time. It feels like forever. But it also feels like I just started. Like every year I feel like, wow, it's been so long, but at the same time, it feels like I just started. And this year definitely feels like I've just started growing and expanding, and I definitely want to keep doing that and keep growing and expanding this channel. I also want to grow and expand so many other things I'm working on this year. But for this channel in particular, I definitely want to veer myself towards a more consistent uploading schedule. I know I did promise that last year, and at one point it did collapse because a lot of negative things that happened in my life, you know, I can't deny the negative, that a lot of bad things happened, and you know, my content that I made overall, like not even just on YouTube, just overall, had a huge decline. And I definitely noticed that looking back at the year, just how big the decline from creating anything was, because I was just not in the best place in my head. However, I feel good. I feel good, and I feel so much better now, and everything's great and everything's fine, and I want to dedicate all of my time to this and to everything else I've got going on. In terms of everything else I've got going on, I also do music. So in terms of music this year, I don't know if I am releasing an album this year. I just don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've definitely been working on some music right now, which I am very, very excited about, and I'm so happy with how it's going, and I'm so happy with what I've been creating, what I've been formulating, the little witchcraft that I've been creating with my iPad. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this next project that I'm working on. I feel like it is a huge departure from the life of a comedian. If you don't know, that is the album I released last year, which is having having its 1-year anniversary this year. It's a huge departure from the life of a comedian. It's a huge departure from anything I have ever put my creative focus on. Like, I have never done anything quite like this, either creatively or personally. It is so crazy what I've been doing, and I'm a little bit scared of releasing it just because I know that there's going to be a lot of backlash and that there's going to be a lot of people who do not like it. I know it's a really eye-catching and attention-grabbing concept I have got, but that's all I'm gonna share because, again, I don't know if it's coming out this year. It all depends on just how much work I do on the record this year. And obviously I don't want to rush myself with this album because I definitely want this to be as perfect as The Life of a Comedian was for me. I think that record is perfect. It's almost a year and I would not change a single thing about that album, and I want to feel the same way about this record. Obviously I released 2 albums last year. I released that one, and I released my Christmas album as well, A Beautiful, Splendid, Expensive Christmas. And in case you were wondering, I know it's so early to be talking about Christmas 2020, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. I am expanding the Christmas album this year as well, so I just want to say that. I'm saying this now because I know you're all going to forget in like a week or so, you know, there's no point in, you know, saying it later. I also have a merch shop, and I also want to give you guys an update on my merch shop. That on the beginning of March, all of the Life of a Comedian song shirts, so every song that had a matching shirt, will be completely discontinued permanently because, again, this video is full of announcements. I should just announce it now. I am releasing a full-on huge 1-year anniversary collection for The Life of a Comedian when it is its 1-year anniversary. So I think March 22nd I released the album. The Friday of that week you guys will be seeing a whole new really big and crazy collection to celebrate the 1-year anniversary. I've already started production in that collection and I'm so excited. Speaking of clothes and speaking of collections, my clothing brand which I launched last year, KOSHKA by Emis the cat. And in case you're curious about the name, well then just Google that name and you'll see what that means. But it is my clothing brand that surrounds the imagery of my cat and just any visualizations of my cat and just putting my cat in different worlds and in different scenarios and creating just a whole universe around my cat. I sound like a crazy cat person, but you know, from the very beginning I felt like, you know, creating, you know, I always felt like a cat was just a really mysterious, alluring, intriguing creature. You know, they aren't like dogs who express their emotions very quickly. You know, cats keep a lot of their emotions to themselves and they hide a lot of things to themselves, and I felt like there was just so much room for creativity in creating a whole clothing brand based around my cat. And I'm gonna sound like a crazy person, but for 2020, I already have 14 launches planned for my clothing brand. There is 14 different concepts, 14 different themes of clothing. There is 14 launches, and they're all not big launches. I actually just had my first launch this week, which was for the year of the rat, for the Lunar New Year / Chinese New Year, and I introduced my new animal named Janice the hamster / rat. I say hamster / rat because I find hamsters to be part of the rodent family, so essentially it's a rat too. So I introduced my hamster into the collection. Well, she's not my hamster, but she lives in this house, so I'm calling her my hamster for the collection. And it's a mini collection. It consisted of 4 pieces, and that's how the flow of the launches for my brand will be. I have 4 big launches that consist of 15 to 20 pieces, and then I have mini launches which can consist of 1 piece or 5 pieces, some in between there, and I'm very excited. I already have all the concepts down. I already have at least one idea for every launch, and I am so excited, and I cannot wait for you guys to see so much more. And I hope you continue to support my brand. And if you've never purchased something or you've never seen anything from my clothing brand, I will leave a link down below where you can check it out and see it for yourself. In case you are not aware, 10% of all the profits I make from my clothing brand permanently. This is a forever thing. This isn't just a 1 week thing. This is a forever thing. 10% of all the profits I make from my clothing brand go to different nonprofits for cats, also go to cat sanctuaries and cat cafes, and sometimes I will personally take the money and go donate litter boxes and blankets to cat shelters and cat cafes that need them. But speaking of charities, I do want to let you guys know that on my clothing brand right now, there is a limited edition charity shirt where 50% of the profits will go to the victims of the Australia wildfires. I have seen just how devastating those wildfires are, and it's just so shocking to see, and it's so sad to see. But also I'm very familiar with wildfires living here in California, and I know how destructive and I know how aggressive they can be, and I've seen just how many homes a fire can destroy. I mean, thousands and thousands of homes. Now, obviously the fires here in California don't compare at all to the fires in Australia. They're so much bigger and they're so much more destructive. So I did a limited edition charity shirt. It'll be the first one that you see on, well, it'll be within the first 2 rows of my clothing brand that you'll see. It's titled under Save Australia, and 50% of the profits will go to the families and victims who were affected by the Australia fires. I've already got one nonprofit organization that I am considering donating the profits to, and I hope it can help me out. It does cost a little bit more than a regular t-shirt from my clothing brand. That is only because I want to truly make a huge impact with the overall full donation I'm going to make. So I hope you can help me guys out with that, and that would mean a lot. So my clothing brand will be a huge part of my year. Music will hopefully be a huge part of my year. YouTube will also be a huge part of my year, and I definitely want to veer everything into territories that I've never really tackled on before. I want to create things that I haven't created before. I want to make music that I've really never created before, and that's exactly what I'm doing for my clothing brand. I definitely want to venture out and, you know, be able to provide a little bit for everyone. I want everyone to be able to go into my clothing brand and find at least one thing that they like that they would purchase. And same for my music. I would like people to listen to my music and find one song that they would definitely enjoy for a long time. And longevity is definitely something I want to think about this year when it comes to creating any content that I will create. And I hope you guys stick around, and I hope you guys help me out. And I'm excited. I'm just genuinely so excited. I also can't believe this is still the first week of 2020, and it's been so crazy. Oh my god. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Also let me know what kind of videos you would want me to do. I am aiming to be able to upload a video every other day or every other 2 days. That is my goal. That is my New Year's resolution. Will I keep it? Let's hope and pray I will. And subscribe, because the business people themselves helps us out, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Or today. Who knows? Goodbye.